The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast. Got a special guest in the building. My man's Terrell. T-Rex Simon is in the building. What's up, fam?
Yes, I am, man. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, awesome, man. It's certainly a pleasure to have you, man. I appreciate it. Last minute, kind of, well, it wasn't a phone call. I guess it was a DM.
A good last minute.
A DM, you know what I'm saying? And
good last minute.
He's like, let's make it happen, Captain.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes.
bet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad
Big
you was
up
able to.
to DJ,
And on top of that, you was coming into town.
Yes, Miss Eclectic.
Eclectic got you. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah, that's my homegirl. She was like, yeah, I'm just interviewing this guy, artist T-Rex. He worked with, you know, she naming names and all that. I was like, that's what's up. And then she was like, you want to interview him? I was like, yeah. So she, you know, made the connect, and like I said, you on your way into town at the same time. So I was like, perfect. You know what I mean? So we like to get a little introspective, man. We like to back up just a little bit and find out who our guests are, you know, when they're new to the show, just so that our audience, those who know you, but those who may not know, can kind of get the little history lesson on who Terrell T-Rex Simon is, you know what I mean?
And my history is so complex, but from doing these interviews, I've learned how to, like, run through them and, like, skim it down as much as I can.
Right.
But
because you from
Troy, New York.
Troy, New York. Okay.
Yes.
Where's that near?
The capital, Albany.
Okay, that's what's
so
up.
Basically, you know, we say Albany.
Yeah.
But it's really Troy, you know.
Gotcha.
Troy, New York, the capital, New York. I moved to New York City when I graduated from high school.
Okay.
I was watching MTV and everybody else moving to New York, make it. I said, I gotta go to New York.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen here.
Because Troy is a small town.
Yeah, it's a small town.
Small town, okay. Anybody we know from Troy outside of T-Rex?
Nope.
So you the star. That's what's up.
It's only one star.
Right.
No.
Right.
Get deep. It's only one star.
Right.
Yeah, man. God is using me as a vessel, man.
Yes, sir.
So I'm from upstate New York, and I graduated from high school.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to New York City, and at the same time that I was moving to New York City, my homie Life Jennings,
okay,
big up to Life Jennings, was getting out of doing 10 years in prison.
Okay,
and we end up moving in the same neighborhood. Okay, and just, you know, to make a long story short, fluently, like, same people around the same neighborhood. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting introduced to him. Okay. And I went and sang for him, and he ended up picking me and taking me. It was over 100 people there. I had to go audition. I went and auditioned. And Life picked me, and he wasn't even Life Jennings. You know, he hadn't put out the album
put out the album yet, yeah.
And I began singing background with Life.
Okay.
Running around, touring with Life,
mm-hmm.
and then from singing background with Life, I was able to work with, like, Neo and Mario and Dave Hollister.
That's what's up.
And like the, you know, just touring with these guys as a background singer. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, the last 20 years, just touring with mm-hmm. Neo and these guys in Life, and just singing as a background singer.
Right.
And fast forward up to date, I decided, you know, it's time for me to put some music out.
It's my turn.
Yes. Let's do it.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. When did you, or who discovered you, or when did you learn or knew that you knew how to sing? Like, this is
I mean,
my
from
thing.
a kid. Okay. You know, it was just natural.
Yeah.
I went to church, and people could
gotcha.
It was just
let them use you.
Yeah, giving talent. It's like, okay, I can sing.
Yeah.
You know, but still, you don't take it seriously like, I'm gonna be a singer and I'm gonna do all these things. You know, you just singing. Yeah. You love God. You just singing.
Facts. That's what's up.
So
was it always the R&B dreams, or were people trying to push you into?
Well, you know what? I grew up real strict in a strict church where they told me I was going to hell.
Oh wow!
If I was singing R&B.
Gotcha.
So that's the kind of environment that I grew up in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's the world. Oh, you going to hell.
Yeah.
So I grew up like, oh, I can't sing that. I'm going to hell.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jesus loves me.
The church people, man.
You gotta love our church people.
And
boy.
It wasn't until I got older, and I went to one of my pastors, Darrell Hill. Okay. That was pastor me at the time in Brooklyn, and I said, Darrell, Pastor Hill, can I ask you a question? Because I was on the praise team, I was directing the choir, I was doing so many things.
Yeah.
Am I going to hell for singing R&B music? And he was like, brother, do you think when me and my wife is having our times,
relations,
that we are listening to Jesus is climbing up the rough side of the mountain? He said, no. We listening to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
We listen. So God has anointed people. He said it's about your lifestyle.
Facts.
And how you just present yourself to the public.
Yeah.
And then once I heard him tell me that, and I got that I didn't just like dip into R&B music, you know what I mean? But it just reaffirmed me that, okay, I can sing love songs. So I can sing songs.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to hell.
Yeah. So did it feel like a weight, a burden?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I didn't know if the people in the church, they were seeing me going on tour and I was coming back. I didn't know how they were feeling.
Gotcha.
Like, is this guy up in front of us? So I had to have that I was like, well, if anybody's going to have a problem, it's going to be my pastor.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going to say something. And he was like, boy.
He said sexual healing is what he said. When he get that feeling.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know
and guess what? You ain't going to hell.
Right, exactly.
They be so quick to put you in hell.
Facts, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why people get on me. They be like, well, you always saying church folk. But because it's the church folk to be tripping sometime, bro. You know, I have nothing
against
the church.
Where your blessing is, there's the biggest enemy.
Oh, there you go. You're right about
that. So that's why
Yeah.
it's so rampant and crazy in the church, because that's where we need to be. And Satan's going to do and try
everything,
do whatever he can do to keep us from being in the church and with the people.
True that. So now you singing with Life Jennings, and that opens the door to
just the world.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna turn on the video and be like, "Oh, dang, my man's right there." You know
I've been in video. I've been in all must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice video. The Let It Rain. All the videos.
Yeah.
And he was just really just a great mentor. A lot of background singers. We go on tour, and that's it. They don't give you information, but Life took me on the road and took me to every meeting.
Oh, that's what's up.
Took me to so I was right there with him, learning.
Yeah.
Every radio meeting, learning radio, learning how everything works.
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to learn the business, which is benefiting me now.
Yeah. So Life. So how long you say you sang with him for? How long?
It'd be 20 years.
20. Oh, to this day.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's what's up.
Yep.
So how is that?
I recently just stopped
because
my schedule is just so crazy.
Oh, right, gotcha, yeah.
And it's just it was what it was.
How is life on the road? Because we hear about the life on the road for the R&B singer, but we never really hear about the background singers, the ones who make them sound so nice out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, it's amazing. You get to travel, sing. You're in the business. You're in the limelight, but you're not in the limelight.
Right.
You kind of could just fade in the back, and sing, and do what you want to do. So it was amazing, man. Just to be on the road. I couldn't believe I was doing that. Traveling the world, singing as a background singer. You kind of almost feel like you're the singer.
Yeah.
And then people come to the shows, and they're used to you being, they're used to that sound, they're used to seeing you. So, I mean, you can shine from wherever you are.
Facts.
But it was an amazing experience, man, and it taught me what I can know for now. Taught me how to treat my people, taught me how to be. So, yeah.
Now I want to ask you this question, but I don't want it to sound like they're like like stirring up a pot or a beef or anything. But like you Life Jennings, Neo, Mario, Dave Hollister, all these different people. I want to say, like, who'd you have the most fun with? You know what I'm saying? Had the most fun with out there on the road.
I'm gonna say I had the most fun with Life.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we weren't just. It wasn't just a job.
Gotcha.
It was a friendship, a family. Dave and all these other guys, I usually go in, do my job, and I leave.
Gotcha.
You don't try to get too personal.
Right. Now, was this Dave the R&B singer or Dave Dave Hollister the gospel singer? Which one was he?
It's only one Dave. And he sings gospel and
yeah, right. Well, okay.
And he said, God has anointed me to sing both.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, I'm doing a show with Dave Sunday in Detroit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Opening act.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, my mentor. I grew up loving Dave.
Yeah.
Because he had like this. They call him the ghetto preacher. He had like this hood swag, but church.
Yeah,
you know he's from the church.
Yeah.
Because it's the way he sounds.
You can hear it. Yeah.
So, yeah, Dave Hollister is just Blackstreet, Teddy Riley.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I grew up. So what happened was, let me tell you this real quick. I went through puberty, and I said, you know what? My voice. I went from this high singing little boy to this low singing, and I said I gotta find somebody that now that I can like pattern my voice out there.
Okay.
And I heard Dave, and I was like, that's what I want to sound like.
Right.
He's the guy. And I was just in love with Dave. Everybody that know me know I'm in love with Dave Hollister. And one day this is years later, 20 years later, I'm like chilling on my couch, and I get a call from Stanley Brown. Yolanda Renee, and they say, yo, Rex, we need you to get to the studio. The guy that's supposed to do it, then he couldn't make it. I'm just like, what guy? What you guys talking about?
Yeah.
They're like, Dave Hollister. I said, huh? Dave!
Right.
Said, your cab will be downstairs in a second, bro. Get up, get dressed, come to the studio. And I was like, I wonder if Dave gonna be there. I got there, Dave was there. And we did Central Park. He took me on the road with him. And dreams do come true, man.
Wow. Well, I see it on your shirt.
Yes.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, that's hot. Because I agree with you. Dave has this voice, man, that I knew the day that I heard it from Blackstreet.
You heard the Chicago 85?
What's that?
Chicago 85.
What is that?
One of the albums he put out.
His project. No, I never heard that.
Okay.
I mean, I know like songs.
Chicago 85 is just like, defines just like R&B.
Okay.
The whole game.
I'm at the put
anybody in the R&B game, we know. You say Chicago 85. That's the album. So big up to Dave Hollister.
Yeah, big ups to Dave, man, for sure. Yeah. Nah.
And he's a bishop now. He got a church.
Oh, I know that part.
Preaching
in Detroit. Where's he out of?
Dave is from, I think, New York. I don't know where he's from.
Right.
But he's in Vegas now.
Okay, of residency?
Yeah.
Wow, that's what's up.
Teddy Riley out there. He's out there.
Nice. That is what's up. So you're in New York.
Yes.
What part? Brooklyn or Harlem? Because I see you rocking Harlem.
I was raised in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I said raised in Brooklyn, but now I live in Harlem now.
Okay, you're in Harlem now. Okay. Yeah.
And I love Harlem. Big up to Harlem, man. There's no place in the world like Harlem. The fashion, the style, the
Harlem
culture, you
culture.
see Harlem Nights.
Facts, yeah.
You see New Jack City.
Yeah.
So it's bad and good, or it's a balance.
125, 125.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, everybody knows who's come out of Harlem. Well, quite a few people come out of Harlem, but the names that ring are Dipset.
Yeah, Dipset.
And of course, Diddy.
Teddy.
Oh, that's right, Teddy.
Keith Sweat.
Yeah, that's right. You knew. Wow.
It's names.
Well, I'm so used to Teddy being down in Virginia that I'm forgetting that. Yeah.
Teddy started in the projects.
Yeah.
Harlem.
Wow. You're right. Yeah, facts though. You know what I'm saying? And he's good people. I met him twice. I did some work with some people that was doing some stuff for him.
That's like my dream promoter. I'm working my way. I got the Dave. Teddy next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just got to get to Teddy.
Oh, right, I got you. Well, I think he's still here in the A, right? I think he's still here in Atlanta. I think so.
Who, Teddy?
Yeah.
No, Teddy in Vegas.
I'm talking about in terms of where he lives, or you saying
Teddy lives
now
in
in Vegas? Wow.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yep. Got the studio out there.
That's
everything.
what's up.
Black Street.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And we have a mutual friend, Benita.
Yes.
Jelaine.
Bonita.
Yeah, I met her. Sheesh, I don't know how many years ago now. At this point, down here in Atlanta.
I grew up with Bonita in a community choir. Me and Bonita was talking about this last night. We was in a community gospel choir. Mm-hmm. They traveled. We was kids. We was Danny Eason in Abundant Life. It was called, and we were doing shows with James Hall and Hezekiah. Danny Eason was one of the first choirs that came out, and we had like the dance moves and all that. And me and Bonita didn't really speak during that period. I seen Bonita out somewhere after my pastor told me that I was going to hell.
Okay.
She was singing R&B at a place, and I said, Bonita, from the choir, you in the club.
Yeah, right.
And we developed a bond. Yeah, Bonita Canny, she's my girl. I love her to death.
Nice. So what was your the wake up, the moment, the day that you decided, okay, let me move from behind the lead.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't really like when people say that.
So should I change it?
He's moving from the back to the front.
Right. He's making
this like, no, that's not
that's not what
I ain't moving from the back to the front. I'm just doing what God said.
I got you.
It's not moving from the back to the front.
Right.
Spotlight. Oh, now you in the front. Yeah.
Like, my turn. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Right.
Man.
Oh, well, what was that? But what was it though that made you decide to start working on your project?
I think it was just like an epiphany that came to me. I see God, and He's just like, it's time. Put out your music, and because I was so heavy into the R&B and the hip hop world, scorned by the church, I was like, I don't want to sing gospel. God, I ain't going back to the church. I was like, what can I do, to appeal not only to the church but to my niggas, my friends on the block.
Right.
And that's when we came up with R&G, rhythm and gospel. He
gotcha.
said, you know what, we're gonna do R&G.
Now, what does that sound like? What's that
rhythm
vibe?
and gospel? So I'm gonna say this: I don't take the credit for like merging hip hop with R&B, because Kirk Franklin did that years and years ago.
Right.
But I still don't think he identified with the hood and people that didn't go to church, because there was still something like kind of like corny about it.
In terms of the streets.
Right. Yeah. I love Kirk.
Yeah. Kirk gets down.
I just think where I was coming from with the music, it was just more real, non-judgmental. We ain't judging nobody.
Right.
We all the same. Sin is sin.
Facts.
And I think that church says what sins are bigger than other sins.
Yeah. I was having this conversation with someone about that.
First of all, God loves us all the same. He loves the prostitute on the corner and the bishop in the pulpit.
Facts.
The same.
The exact same. Yeah.
It's the same love. He don't like the bishop anymore because the bishop preach it every Sunday.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same love.
Yeah.
And I just think, the church put emphasis on certain kinds of sins. Like I always say, and I say this in my interviews, gluttony. You in the pulpit, you 400 pounds.
Yeah. That word never comes up in church.
Ain't that a sin?
Facts, though.
Ain't it the same sin? Ain't sin sin?
Sin is sin.
So that's the same. You eating so much is the same as the prostitute on the corner giving her body up.
Giving her body,
right?
Yeah.
Sin is sin, right? There's no bigger sin.
Right.
And I think, church people, we highlight the sins that we want to highlight. Gossip. We don't highlight gossip.
Facts.
Girl, did you hear? That's the same thing as sin is sin. It's all the same.
Yeah.
God loves us the same. So we got to be just very easy. on how we judge and talk about people.
Yeah.
And
so
that's what the music is about.
And so was that what the scrutiny that you were facing a lot in church? You know, singing R&B, but yet.
Well, you know what? I didn't sing R&B because I was scared. They scared me. Boy, you go to hell. I said, oh no, I can't sing a Michael Jackson song. Going to hell.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got in my adult years that I was able to just be like, these people are crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could go to the movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't go to movies. What you talking about?
Yeah. I want to see E.T. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want to see The Wiz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it did hinder me for a long time.
Yeah, I can imagine. You know what I'm saying?
And it's still in the back of my mind. You know, I still a lot of decisions that I make, but you know, if I want to have, if I want to have a drink, I want to have a drink.
Like, I'm gonna have a little sip.
Y'all gonna send me to hell?
A little taste. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Yeah.
Church people, they're so cruel.
But do you think in doing so, in them doing so, do you think it kind of inadvertently, I guess for lack of a better word, set up some guardrails for you?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So then you like.
So it is a safe place at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm always thinking of not hindering the next person.
Gotcha.
But I'm also trying to be real,
authentically you, right?
And I think that's where our ancestors missed out, being real with us. Mm-hmm. Because our grandmothers, they did some stuff too. I talk to my grandmother now. I'm like, what, grandma? What you talking about? But they don't tell you that. They don't show you that. So you grow up thinking this perfect. I got to be this perfect guy. Mm-hmm. Not knowing grandma did the same thing.
Yeah.
Grandfather, but they don't. You know, they don't
discuss that part. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel you. So now we're in the studio working.
Yes.
Working on the package.
Yes.
What's the vibe? What's the flavor?
Well, I'm gonna say this. In His Image, He made me in His image was the first record I put out.
All right.
And it was the beginning of like R&G. This is like 2014. Mm-hmm. And the record did great, man. Music Choice, Sirius XM.
Now, you indie or you?
I'm indie.
You indie, okay.
But, you know, people think I'm signed because, you know, the platforms.
Yeah, the affiliations and everything.
That I got from managing Life.
Okay.
You know,
and
working with Day 26.
Yeah.
All these other
that's what's
groups.
up. Yeah, I know you worked them.
Yeah. Robert Curry's on my album.
Nice.
From Day 26.
Yeah.
My best friend.
Okay.
My best friends. Yeah, so the package. Mm-hmm. I put out In His Image. I put out an EP called New Beginnings a couple years ago, and it just, I didn't know what I was doing, what I was calling it. R&G came and said R&G, music, and it just, you know, I won awards, Best New Artist at the Steeple Awards.
Dope.
And the song on Music Church, like, and they're still playing this song on the radio. And I just kept putting out music, still trying to find my niche, still trying to find. So this wasn't even supposed to be an album. I said, you know what, I'm gonna put out another EP. Okay. But during this EP, somebody came to me and they said, Rex, you've been doing music now about 5, 6, 7 years. You putting out we want an album. These people that are following you, that love you, they deserve an album.
Give them the whole meal.
And I was like, you know what, you're right, man. So I said, I'm gonna work on the album. I started acting, doing like plays. Okay. You know, like the Tyler Perry plays, those church plays that you sing in there. And the play that I did was called The Storm is a Ministry. And Bernie my producer came to me. He said, we need to do a theme song for this play. I said, you're right. So I called the director. I said, we're going to do a theme. And we did my single that's out now, The Storm. The Storm is a Ministry. And when the play was over, the song was over. But now I'm working on this album. And I was like, you know what, this would be the perfect song to put out while I'm working on the album. You know, let this be the lead single, put it out. Long story short, I called the people from the play. I said, you know, would you guys mind? They're like, nah, go ahead. And that's what came with The Storm. Okay. From the play. The Storm is a Ministry. It was a book that was written that we turned into a theater. It was a theater stage play that we were doing.
Gotcha.
And the play, that song, And when the play was over, I was like, this song is too powerful.
It still got to live, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, from just to play it 3 seconds into the song, people crying.
Mm-hmm.
Storm is ministry, all these trials come to just so instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, the world needs to hear this song.
Yeah.
So I called Tony D. I said, Tony, we're going to put this record out. He's a guy that does radio.
Tony D is out of
Aiken, Augusta.
Augusta, yeah. I know Tony D.
Big up to Tony.
Shout outs to Tony D, yeah.
And look, Benita, she just signed on. Say hi to Benita.
Benita, what up? What it do?
We sitting here talking about you, Benita.
You know?
And I played the song for Tony, and he was like, wow. He said, let's go to radio.
Mm-hmm.
And we started with internet radio. You know, radio is
yeah.
You know, it's silent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a silent language. He said, give me about 6 months. In about 3 weeks, the song was #1 on the internet.
That's what's
radio,
up.
gospel.
Yeah, gospel, yeah.
And next thing you know, Sirius XM is playing it. And with Billboard charting.
Nice.
Big up to Dave Dickerson at Sirius XM.
Mm-hmm.
And he playing it 4 or 5 times a day.
Wow.
No record deal.
Yeah.
And these people are like, Rex, how did you get your record on the Kirk Franklin station? You playing on Kirk Franklin?
Yeah.
Boy, you lit. Boy, you on the Kirk. I guess I don't know. I just got into the gospel field, so I guess that's like the big station.
Gospel
Gospel artists, because they just not gonna play you.
Yeah.
On Sirius XM on that station,
right?
Like you, the music, Dave. So big up to Dave. And the song is just moving, man. And we just put the album out the package, and it's just doing great, man.
And you mentioned one of the members of Day 26 being on. Who are some of the artists you work with, other than
on my album?
Yeah, on your project.
So we got Robert Curry. We got a joint on there called I Am.
Okay.
Amazing. Thank you, Robert. And T Soul.
Okay.
He's a soul artist from The Voice.
Okay.
T Soul's on the album, which is my next single called Above Water.
Nice.
God, you kept my head above water.
I like that.
Man. I mean, God is just giving me great music, great songs. Shalik, Armin, he goes by Armin now, another artist that I was working with on the management side.
Okay.
Soul Train awards, Billboard hits, and a few hip hop rappers, because I love hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a merge of like the hood hip hop and gospel, like.
So it's the
mixed together.
The RNG.
Yeah, RNG, man.
That's what. So who are some of your? Because I know before we got started, you had mentioned Diddy as being like one of your inspirations.
P Diddy.
Yes. Diddy.
His style, just his mind. I use his formula to make my albums. They're all about my life.
That's what's up.
I'm not just coming up with a hit. For no reason. Like when you hear music and my songs, they're coming from my real life situations. And me and my producer, Bernie Stevenson, we sit down and we talk about my life. We have hours conversations.
Yeah.
What you going through, Rex? What's going on? And through these conversations, we come up with the music.
With the music, right.
And I got that from Diddy.
Yeah.
You know, you got to tell people, want to know where you at, what you're doing, where you are, who you are. So he's been like just a big figure.
Yeah.
To me, you know, just far as putting your life into the music.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige.
Of course. MJ. That's what's up.
And big up to her sister, LaTanya. When I moved to New York City, she was the first person that took me under her wing. And she was working with these artists at the time, and she was bringing me into the studio. I was working with these artists, and that was just like mind-blowing too. Working with LaTanya, Mary's sister.
Okay.
We was together every day. I was like, yo, I'm with Mary's sister every day.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Have you worked with anybody that you was like, and then later on they blew? You know, like, oh wow. I knew they had it, but I didn't see that coming.
You know what, Neo? I was in the studio with Neo.
Yeah, I like Neo from
when
day
he put
one,
out his first record.
Yeah.
The room is spinning and I can't breathe and my head is just spinning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, okay, I'm here with Neo.
Uh-huh.
I was with Life at the time, and Life had already
popped.
doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this kid Neo. And Neo ended up being Neo.
Yeah.
And it came back around because I was able to do MTV. I did MTV Unplugged
yeah.
with Neo. You know, just a bunch of other things with Neo. So Neo would be that guy.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. If there's anyone that you would want to work with, that would either be dead or alive or dead. Who would that be?
Dave Hollister. You know, I'm about to go on the road with Dave. My first show with Dave is on Sunday.
Okay.
That's opening night.
Tell the G-Way said do One Woman Man. That's my joint right there.
Yes.
That is my joint.
It's so funny running into you. Uh-huh. Pick up the day.
That's the joint.
Dave, and probably most everybody is dead. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston.
Yeah. I got you.
Tank.
Oh, shout outs to Tank, man.
And that's my friend, man. Big up to Terrell.
Terrell, yeah.
Just
I knew Tank before. Well, I don't want to say before Tank Blue, but I remember because I played in a band, a buddy of mine's band up in D.C., and he was friends with now Tank. He was Terrell.
Yes.
Shout out to my man Chuki. When
Tank see me, he be like, the last time, I'm going to tell you this, what really respected me. The last time I seen Tank, he had everybody around him getting autographs.
Yeah.
Tank. And he looked and seen me. He said, Rex. And he parted the sea like God. He said, shh.
Right.
Rex, come here. Parted everybody. Went out his way to.
Yeah,
and I was just like, yo, Tank, man, that was
up.
love.
Yeah.
You know, Tank is just a real, just an average, just like, and he's just so cool.
Yeah. Facts.
And I got a chance to hang out with him and Dave Hollister recently. Me, Tank, Dave, Leandra Johnson, all just sitting at the table, just vibing, just so regular and just so cool, you know. And that's how I try to be, just a cool, regular,
laid back, regular.
Yeah. It's not that serious.
Yeah, facts though. Did the pandemic? I know everything shut down, but how did that affect you?
Well, New York City, you know, we had it the worst.
Oh yeah,
they shut us down.
I think it was y'all in L.A. or Cali that just seen.
You know, we went from the worst to the best. Now we have the least COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So New York open now.
You want to know what's funny, man? I made more money last year with COVID than I ever did in my life.
Really? You're not the first person I heard say that, though. Yeah. That's crazy.
So,
I'm like, what's the secret? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they were giving away loans.
True.
And money.
True.
To artists. You know, grants.
Yeah, I was wondering how that was affecting artists and everything.
So, you know, I was getting like $600 a week. I'm telling all my business.
Because y'all couldn't gig or none of that.
$600 a week plus the unemployment. I was.
You was caking.
I was like, yo.
You paid your car in full.
Yes,
you know
man.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I got my album. I said, you know what? I'm going to take this money.
Yeah.
And make an album. And I put all the money into the album.
That's what's up. Who produced on it?
Bernie Stevenson. Just one producer.
One producer, okay.
Big up to Bernie.
Nice.
Big up to Bernie Stevenson. And Bernie is the type of producer that everything don't sound alike. You know, you hear some people like Ronnie Jerkins.
Yeah, you're right.
Bernie type of guy is just like, who produced that? The same guy that produced that?
Right.
So, you know, when you got somebody like that, great guy, we have no beef drama. He's been producing my music since I started. He helped me create the whole R&G, and me and him still have never met.
Stop playing.
I still ain't met. I still have not met Bernie.
Now, is this due?
Bernie, where you at? Can I meet you, bro?
Is this due to COVID, or is this just due to just?
He lives in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We go back and forth through the phones and the computers.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so he's the man behind the package.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, he's the guy, man.
Okay.
Amazing producer, songwriter, and he's just so hip. You know, I'm telling you, business money. You know, he's in my age area or above, but he's just like so hip to what's going on.
Right.
Yep.
So where do Terrell, T-Rex, Simon go from here? What's the play?
So right now, my focus is just promoting the album.
Okay.
It's a great album from beginning to finish. It's the type of album you put in and you don't have to stop it.
Yeah.
You put that thing in and from beginning, and that's what I wanted.
No
an
skips.
album.
Yeah.
You know, just a great body of work. So that's my goal. What I'm doing right now, just out here.
Because you're on a promo run right now,
yes.
right? Okay.
Promoting. I've been moving all around.
Yeah.
You know, just promoting this album and getting it out there. You know, God's word.
Yeah.
And
facts.
So that's where I'm at right now. Just getting out, promoting the album.
Are you, in a sense, blending R&B and gospel? Like, are you doing the two on stage? That sort of way. That's how you performing it.
R&G, lyric wise,
okay,
is all good news.
Okay,
and that's
I
what
got
gospel
you.
is. Good
Right.
news. You know, so you're always gonna hear me with the music, and you know, it's just not that approach. Like I have a song called "Mistakes."
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with telling people we make mistakes.
Make mistakes, right?
You know, learn from it, grow. So it's just inspirational.
Okay. Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to listening to the full project.
Yeah, man, you gotta get the album.
Gotta get the album.
Yo, it's an amazing album, man. I'm trying to tell you.
It's streaming everywhere, right?
Yeah. Streaming everywhere. Big up to T.I. You know, and just like a bunch of guys in the business that really don't. Like, I've been out with Faith Evans. I've been out with Genuine. I've been out with. I'm doing gospel though. Right. You know.
Yeah.
But the way that I'm delivering, and how I'm delivering, like these guys, they accept it, and they love it, man. They don't.
Well, you know, I've learned, man. You know, having been doing this thing for a minute, and when I move in certain arenas, and you would think, because you looking at it from, I guess, the general public's point of view, but once you get inside,
yes,
and you start seeing how people move, you're like, wait a minute, man. The way he or she is portrayed out here, in meeting them, it's nothing like that.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you got to stop. We got to stop with the misconceptions and prejudging, and just because you so like you mistakes.
Yeah.
Now that become their life.
Is the greatest thing.
No doubt.
He said you love somebody out of something.
That's right.
Not gossip about something. Not talking about something.
More into it more.
Tear them down.
Tear them down. Yeah.
Love them out of it. Love is the greatest power that we have.
Facts though. So when you leave Atlanta, it's back to NYU.
No. When I leave Atlanta, I'm going to my first show with Dave House.
Okay, so you are going. Okay,
as the opening act.
That's nice.
And I'm so hyped. As a kid, you don't even understand. Like, this is mind blowing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's mind blowing. And I didn't have to do no tricks. I didn't have to chase them down.
Mm-hmm.
It happened
organically.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? God made it happen. I didn't like chase him down. Dave, can I open for you? Can you please get me on your show? I didn't even ask.
Okay.
A promoter did this, not even knowing what he was doing.
Yeah.
So.
Nah, that's good, man.
Big up to the Detroit, Chad Knox, man. Yep. He said, I got Dave coming. But, you know, people see me. They see me around Dave.
Yeah.
You know, they see me and Dave always somewhere together. And, yeah. Man. So when I leave here, we're off to Dave. And then the rest of the year, I'll be out here. I'll be back here. I'm performing here Saturday.
Okay.
At a Youth Explosion. And then I'm going to get on a plane.
I think I saw the flyer for that.
Yeah. And then I'll be back here, I think. It's a few shows going on. The Spin Awards.
I think I'm going to try to, you're going to be here for the Spin.
Yeah, I'm performing at the Spin Awards.
Nice. That's what's up. Have you been there before?
Yes.
You know, I'm looking at you. I'm like, I don't know why I've seen this dude.
Yes.
I'm saying it in my head this whole time. Even when I first saw with Eclectic, I was
know Jay Williams?
Yeah, of course. That's
I grew up with Jay Williams from a kid.
Wow, yeah.
Jay Williams is from Albany, New York, where I'm from.
I didn't know he was from there.
Yeah.
Because I know he's down in like Augusta or somewhere.
No, he's in Atlanta.
He just came to Atlanta because he was somewhere else.
He's been here Jay Williams been in Atlanta.
In Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
I thought for some reason he was on like the outskirts, like Augusta or somewhere. Then he moved.
Jay been in Atlanta.
Wow, but yeah, I've been knowing Jay for years.
Jay Williams.
Yeah,
I grew
yeah.
up with him from a kid.
Okay.
Up in Albany.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, now we're out here, and Jay, he might be watching. I can't tell it. He got something coming up over BS.
All right, okay, gotcha. Yeah, because he had his first hip hop awards a few.
Yes, the
back.
very
yeah.
first.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And he was gonna do it the year before.
Right.
COVID
shut it down. Yeah.
So I wasn't involved in it this year because I had just put out The Storm.
Okay.
You know, but next year
I
plan on running around.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
The awards. Big up to Jay Williams.
That's what's up. Well, bet, man. So if people want to find out how they can get the project,
yes,
follow
man.
you on social media
get the
and all
album. That. Go get the album, man. The package is that. I named it that because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a variety of different styles of gospel. You know, you hear The Storm.
Yeah.
That's like the church's record I ever put out. People so used to me doing the hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes from traditional gospel to hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the package. And God is the total package.
No doubt.
So that's where kind of like, the inspiration came from.
Yeah.
But Instagram, King RNG T-Rex, KING RNG T-Rex.
I was
T.I. started calling me the king.
Oh, did he?
T.I. said, "You the king of RNG." They call him King
yeah,
T.I.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I said, "Really, T.I.?" Okay, I am.
I'll take that. That's when I saw it, I was like, what is that? I was like, King Orange, what is that? Okay, but
Rhythm and Gospel.
Rhythm and Gospel.
Yep.
Yeah.
King RNG T-Rex is my Instagram, and Terrell T-Rex Simon. If you pull that name up, everything comes up.
It'll pop up.
We got a record out now called The Storm. It was the #1 internet radio record.
Nice.
Billboard chart. No, still independent. No record deal. And it's just moving organically.
Yeah.
Not doing no tricks.
Yeah.
To get it out there.
Make it happen. Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of tricks going on.
Oh, facts though. If the labels came a knocking, what would you do?
Yes. Well, you know what? I never put that energy out there, but now what I wanted to do is I wanted to show the labels that, you see what I'm doing? This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah.
By myself.
Yeah.
And Katina. Big up to you, Katina. And my assistant. This is what I'm doing. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm on Sirius XM. I'm on national radio. I'm on Billboard.
That's what's up.
No record deal. So can you imagine if they had a few dollars? They put them to a few dollars. And I never wanted one, but now I'm just like, I know, we say, I don't want a record deal. I'm going to stay indie. You don't want no money.
Yeah. I guess it's I don't know if I want to call it a catch-22 or not. I guess
it is.
Yeah. It's one of those, you love the freedom of what you do.
You love the freedom of what you do.
But sometimes that machine.
You don't have the money.
Yeah.
Radio costs money.
Yeah.
Studio costs money.
Labels got way too many connects to make it happen.
How you gonna be an artist? And it kills me when I hear artists say, "Oh, I quit my job. I'm gonna go full time. The reason why I made it is full time in the music business." I say that's the worst decision you could have made. How you gonna make an album with no money?
Yeah.
So you gotta work and you gotta work.
Yeah, you gotta. There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta work and you gotta work. I like that. That might be a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta work and you gotta work.
You work and you gotta work. That's what's up. Well, my man T-Rex, man, I appreciate you coming through, brother.
Thank you for having me here,
I know it's
man.
last minute and you making moves, but I appreciate you making this one of your stops.
Man.
And in fact, I'm gonna try my best to get out there Saturday or later today.
It's from 3 to 6.
Yeah.
I'm quick. I'm doing like 2 songs and
okay.
I'm out of here. But I'm always in Atlanta, so if you don't make it there, or if you have anything going on that you would like me to come perform,
absolutely.
Say, Rex, I'm doing this.
Yes, sir.
And I'm there.
Well, consider that, man, for sure. Consider that done, I should say.
WadeWorks.
Yeah, we in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Terrell T-Rex Simon is in the building, y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all pick up the project, the package, streaming everywhere. Download. You got any videos on YouTube?
Yes. The Storm video is out.
Okay.
Shine. videos
Okay, but that's the one you were shooting in
Times Square.
Times Square, okay,
yes, Shine is out. I was in Times Square, like
we lit. Right.
Shining.
Mama, I made it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Keep doing your thing, brother.
Yes, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. It's your boy G Wade holding it down. G Wade Podcast. Y'all know what it is.
The G Wade Podcast. The G Wade Podcast. Bringing you the cool interviews, the hot topics, and all that other crap. The G Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.